Good day, folks. Welcome back to my neck of the woods. My name's Dika, where I share my experience and my knowledge, hoping to lessen your learning curve along the way. So today I have another product review. This is on the Boomerang line snip tool. It's made by a company called Boomerang, and it's been around for quite some time. And there are a ton of reviews on it on YouTube. I just thought I'd put my own little spin on it, and obviously I want to lessen people's learning curve, and I want to give people advice and not make the same mistakes I did. So this is one, I'm actually retiring this one. I've had this one probably since 2016, maybe 2017. I've used it for freshwater, I've used it for saltwater. Yet I've dropped it in the ocean. It's been lost in the sand. It used to have a lanyard on it. I've had it for quite some time, but the blades just don't work anymore, and I had to buy a new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about this and why you should get it. I believe it was initially designed for fly fishermen and for the tedious little tag ends that they need to cut on the tiny little flies. But it's perfect in the kayak, it's perfect on a boat, it's perfect on shore, it's perfect for saltwater fishing. It's perfect for saltwater fishing. I do a lot of surf casting, especially on the beach where it's super, super windy. And it's really a game changer compared to the other options that we have out there. We have scissors. You know, back in the day, I mean, we all just carried a knife with us, a small pocket knife, and we'd use our teeth to cut the tag ends or whatnot. But using this, it's strictly a game changer. It just changes everything, and it makes it so much easier, and it's so convenient to have this tiny little tool. Now, this one has started off, the lanyard retracting piece is still in there. I'm sure I could maybe unscrew this and take it apart and add another one on there, which I've done twice already. But it's time to retire this one because the snips just don't have, they're kind of banged up. It's been dropped so many times, and it's got some corrosion in there, probably from the salt water, although it still operates perfect. You know, so I'm going to give you some sort of specs as to why I think it's just a great tool to have for any fisherman. I recommend that you just go out and you buy yourself one and do yourself a favor. I'm not affiliated with it by any means, but I've used like little nail clipper clips and pliers and a pocket knife, and you know, I'm 47 years old, and it's a game changer. So if you're just getting into fishing, go out and buy you one. If you don't have one, go out and buy one. They're $13 on Amazon. And you can go on the Boomerang site, and there is a plethora of different options. They have ones with like longer clips, longer snips. They have one with an LED light in it, which I bought the LED, but it really dies very, very quickly. A lot of the night fishing I do, I have a headlamp on, so it doesn't really apply. They have one with like an extending magnifying glass on it, which, I mean, I can't see that bad yet, but I mean, I guess it'd be good for fly fishing with those, you know, those little eyes of the hook and everything like that. So it's small, it's compact, it's not big or bulky like a pair of pliers or scissors or even a knife. And so it has this lanyard on it, and this is a new one. So this one, like I said, I think it's upwards of 7 years old, 7, 8 years old. It had just like a ring like you would put on a keychain on that, and you could hook that on basically anything. It was just a little more difficult. And then they came out with this, and this is just much more convenient, and it's sturdy. So you can put this on, I actually put this on my, I actually have two of these. I put it on my, my vest when I'm out on the kayak, and when I'm out saltwater fishing, I kind of just hook it to my belt loop, and it gives me enough stretch to cut it. And it's you can see how it stays compact like this, and then you just push it forward and it opens up, and then you have that scissor motion. These are They are corrosion resistant, not corrosion proof, but corrosion resistant. And you're not going to get, I mean, I don't think you're going to get water on the inside of this. Like I said, this one, I mean, you can see that this one's really beat up. It's all worn out. I believe it's actually a little bit smaller. But, and then on the inside of the snips here, hopefully you can see that, there's just corrosion and rust and everything. But it does not prevent it from working properly. Like I said, this has been dropped in the salt water. I've lost it in the sand. So it's not a problem. So you have the little locking jaws here. And they're sharp as hell. I mean, they last a long time, as you can see. And it just clips open. Nice and easy. It has a lanyard here. Like I said, it's durable. It really will take a beating. I would still be using this one. I mean, it has no lanyard on it, but I would use this one in my kayak because fear of losing it. But for the most part, when I go saltwater fishing, I have just been putting this in my pocket and then pulling it out when I needed it to cut those tag ends or anything else. Sometimes you have to cut a hook off or whatnot, you know. Sometimes line gets wrapped around somewhere and it's just easy to snip, snip, snip. Especially like out of a net. That's another thing it's good for. So like sometimes a hook gets stuck in your net and you can just clip your net just a little bit to get the hooks out. So it's a good tool. I can't really live without it now that I have it. There's been times where I've gone fishing and I somehow forgot it and I would go home and get it. I know it sounds stupid, but it is what it is. I don't think there's any reason that you need to clean it or keep it clean or bathe it in any way. It's corrosion resistant, it's really durable, and it's not gonna, I mean, if you can get 6 or 7 years out of it without losing it, and it hasn't had the lanyard for, I don't know, at least 2 years, then, I mean, food for thought, right? So what it cuts, and this is probably on every other review, it's great for cutting braid. That's the kind of claim to fame, because sometimes braid can be a little problematic with like scissors or pliers or even with a knife. It might fray on the end, but it's there's little serrations right here, and it just clips through braid without a problem. And the cuts are very crisp, which is good. So I mean, like when you have that tag end of mono or fluoro, let's say it's salt water or whatnot, and you want that tag end to be really close to the eye of the hook, you can really get in there and clip it. It's without issues. There are really no flaws to this. There are, I have a friend who has one, and he complains sometimes if he puts it in his pocket that this piece, like if he left it open in his pocket, it's going to catch the inside of his pocket. I've really had zero problems with that, absolutely zero problems. But that's really all I have for you. But that's just my take on it, and I suggest that if you don't own one and you're a fisher person, and just go buy one. It's going to make your life easier. Like I said, they're $12, $13. I think on the website they're $14, but they range from anywhere from 12 to 14 if you're shopping on eBay or Amazon or whatnot, you know. So check it out. Like I said, go buy one and just make your life a lot easier. And subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.